Hi, my name is Nicole Lim. I'm from Morristown, New Jersey. I went to Brown University for undergrad where I majored in sociology, and I am currently a postbac student here at Bryn. So, the simple answer is just that I wanted to help people, right? But in college, I was sort of more on like a maybe law or sociology, like policy type track. And I think I sort of realized after a certain amount of time that just like wasn't the work that was intuitive to me. It wasn't the work that I felt was sustainable in the long run. So I sort of reassessed and I thought about what my strengths were and about what my passions had always been and sort of what was the work that like really got me going, like when I sat down to do it. And at the same time, I'd also been sort of doing a lot of work around the like outskirts of mental health through like my work experiences and also through my like volunteer experiences, like working with children with autism. So it sort of piqued my interest in psychiatry, which is like the only mental health field that you would need an MD for. So it's sort of all these like little factors started pointing my eye towards medicine. I started looking into it, found out it was even possible to do it through a post-bac program if I wasn't pre-med. I sort of like stopped fighting it. I was like, I've known I've always liked STEM. I've known that I would always enjoy being a physician. So let me like look into this path and pursue it. And the more I researched it did, the more I thought it would be right for me. I wanted to do my postbac at Bryn Mawr for several reasons. One being that I actually thought the class size was like perfect for me because there's some that are very big and some that are very small, and I sort of thought this is the class size that was big enough that you wouldn't feel like so constricted with only a very small group of people, but small enough that you still get sort of a sense of like community and like teamwork and like collaboration and that kind of thing. So class size was a big consideration for me, as well as just like location. It was a good location to me, being right near Philly, as well as like kind of closest to New York. And I thought it may be easier to set myself up to pursue things in New York after the program was over if I was nearby to begin with. And then I just looking at the sort of like the energy of the program and like talking to old backs and like the websites, even like the types of materials that were posted, I think I got the strongest sense from Bryn Mawr that it was like felt like a team effort. Everyone was going for the same goal and we were all sort of going to help each other get there. And that was something that I think really came across from talking to old backs. And so I sort of thought like, this is going to be a really intense year. So I want to be in an environment where it feels like everyone's pulling everyone through, like students as well as faculty, as well as like the advising team. Then I think I got the strongest vibe of that from Bryn Mawr. I think one big difference was that unlike in undergrad, every person that's around you is doing the same thing. So even though, obviously that's true within your major in undergrad, but you still have friends outside and things like that. So here I actually really liked that because I found that when I was super overwhelmed or when I was struggling with something or it just felt like a lot. Like every person you turn to is going through the same thing, and you can really ask anyone that you're sitting next to for help on something or just for like a quick clarification, or everyone knows all the deadlines. So if you forget something, like you're not going to forget something because everyone's talking about it. And so I think that was one big difference. Like I felt a lot more like, we're a cohort and we're all in it together. We're doing it together. I think it was harder than undergrad, just like it was just a lot more go and like consistent deadlines, just the nature of the program. But again, and I also found that, and maybe this is a product of coming from a bigger school, but I think I found that the professors seemed to be a lot more looped in with just the overall experience of the students and sort of the state that their students were in, and if they were if it was like now it was a good time for them to have an extra assignment or if it was not a good time, and so that was actually really nice. And then in terms of like similarity, I think maybe just the biggest similarity was like just openness and willingness of the professors to communicate outside of class and have, you know, open office hours. And it was actually kind of nice because we're an older cohort and I'm coming right from where everyone's like 21, 22. It was nice to be, I felt like the professors spoke to us like we were more like equals instead of, because, you know, we're treated like adults, I guess. And that was sort of a nice transition from undergrad. Yeah, I think the professors are very aware of the fact that everyone's looking to be able to collaborate with each other, and everyone's looking to be able to learn from each other, and that's like one of the biggest ways that people like get through this program is by having their study groups and having their lab groups and things like that. So, you know, like especially in lab, a lot of the lab assignments are geared towards partner projects or group projects. Always on assignments, like our problem sets and things, they'll clarify the extent to which or how you can work with others and how you can't. That's been really great. And they're always encouraging us to share with each other the new ways that we've come to learn the information or review it. Like I remember Dr. Ween, she like when she comes across really helpful notes or like really helpful diagrams that students make, she'll post them, or she'll reference it. They'll bring it up in class. So I think they're very aware of the fact that like our classmates are some of our biggest resources, and then they try to foster that. And that was really great. And I think the students know that too. And we like go to each other and people willingly post their notes in the Slack and things like that. So it's, I wouldn't have been able to do it if I wasn't doing it with the 65 other people. Yeah.